Hi everyone, this is Krian, your host of the Last Week in PECO show on the Amun Inside Crypto podcast. Thank you very much for listening. It is very good to be back. I apologize for skipping a week. Last week we had two interviews back to back. One was Defi Kai. He is a Reddit famous with a really spectacular newsletter. The other is 𝕋𝕚𝕐𝕂, the co-founder of Tulip Protocol. They are the yield aggregation home on Solana. As usual, today we're doing our Last Week in PECO show. We do a different show for our different index tokens like every alternate week. So this week is Last Week in PECO. Next week is Last Week in DeFi, and then we'll do Last Week in Solana. This week we might actually do two news shows in a row, I want to see how performance does on this sort of segment. So today there's a lot going on, right? There's a lot going on our PECO index and Polygon and crypto as well. And you can see the chart in front of you, right, down 14%, which is not great. I hope everyone is not too seriously worried about that. Again, not financial advice. But I do want to highlight something really cool and really interesting that we've just started, right? I sent this out this morning, so it's Tuesday evening Taiwanese time. So I sent this out Tuesday morning Taiwanese time. You should have got this Monday evening, which is the first of a series of newsletters. I spoke to my manager Tyler, and he said this newsletter is going to be once a week. But if you are subscribed to the Amun newsletter, you should have gotten this in your actual email inbox, right? So to be in Amun newsletter, number one, blood in the streets, right? There's a quote right here. There's everything, like a really cool summary, really accessible, very basic, but still some juicy tidbits of information in here. Our index performance, and everyone is down in the market as to be expected. Here is the Amun legal disclaimer as well. Now, if you are not subscribed to the newsletter, you should go to the Amun website, which is here. Let us simplify your DeFi journey. There are tokens over here. All right, and we're going to go all the way down to the bottom. Then it says subscribe to our newsletter, stay informed about our announcements, products, and research. Email address, right? So put in your email address here, click the subscribe button. You will join the list of a few thousand people who are subscribed to our newsletter. So let's get back to today's story. So this is PECO at the moment. One of the cool things I want to remind you guys as well is that now we have a function that allows you to compare PECO to the constituents. So you can compare it to a wrapped MATIC or Quick or GNS. So if I click there, you can see this is MATIC, this is Quick, this is GNS. You can see everything and their relative performance right there. Okay, this is the discount on Ethereum, 12.11%. This is the discount on MATIC, 0.92%. And now this is the current allocation of our tokens. Now, I want to mention as well that a bunch of you have come to me on Telegram and Discord and said we should evaluate the criteria for our index token. And we are doing that at the moment. Just to let you know, we have heard you. Please be patient and we'll come to you with something at some point in the future. Not a far future, but a somewhat short-term future. And here it is. Here's all the rebalance criteria. The last rebalance happened on May 1st, 9 days ago. And the whole market is down. It's pretty terrible. You can see PECO peaked at $4.19 on May 5th. And then it's come down and bottomed out at $3.11 yesterday or today, 7:30 in the morning Taiwanese time. And right now it's sitting at $3.41. All right, now let's have a look at the market overall. If I don't have another interview scheduled for this week, what I will be doing is covering the crypto market in general this week. So at the moment, Bitcoin, $32,161. It's been hovering between 30 and 32 for like most of today. Ethereum, 2,300 and 2,400. BNB, 325. Stablecoins are stable. Solana was down to $66 at one point. So the market is... it is tough. And why this is happening, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to let you guys listen to a segment of news, right? A clip from CNBC. I believe it's very short. So if you're not interested in listening to the sort of CNBC recap, it's about 1 minute and 41 seconds. You can just skip it at the moment and you can jump straight into our Polygon MATIC news.
The big thing that's going wrong here, it hasn't been able to decouple from stocks. That's been the big problem for Bitcoin, namely the QQQ. Across most time frames, that correlation is a 1. The QQQ tracks the NASDAQ 100. Fundstrat points this out. And as a result, the firm is starting to look more towards its equity research for signs of where Bitcoin is going. The crypto team over there looking for a Bitcoin bottom around 29,000 at this point, and says it's going to look rocky in the near term. They do recommend clients buy 1 to 3 month puts for downside protection.
There's two things going on. Number one is that it's trading like a risk asset. So if you look at the 30-day rolling correlation of Bitcoin and the NASDAQ 100, it's about 77% right now. That's about the highest we've seen, but almost all year it's been above 70%. So that is number one. You've got that kind of flow. The second thing that's actually going on is there's a stable coin that is ostensibly backed by Bitcoin in some way, and they're trying to defend the peg against the dollar, and they have to sell some Bitcoin to do that. And that's accelerating the sell-off here. So you have both kind of elements coming in, and that's why we're down almost 10% today.
Okay, our first bit of news today, it's from the Polygon MATIC Twitter. I believe it is May 9th, so this was yesterday. It says, looking to launch your NFT collection on Instagram. Meta launches digital collectibles powered by Polygon. Select creators and collectors can now showcase their NFTs to a wider audience. And this links to the Facebook link, which I'm going to show you just now. This is the video that just announces basically Polygon and Meta have been working together. And you guys know Meta is also known as Facebook. Meta is big into, or this is the sort of pivot for Facebook. They believe the Facebook business is not the future of Facebook or not the future of Meta. So Mark Zuckerberg has basically put all his eggs in this sort of AR, VR, metaverse basket. And some people don't think it's going to happen. Some people are skeptical. Some people believe a little bit and some people believe a lot. Okay. I think this is interesting. And especially I want to showcase my NFTs on Instagram. But unfortunately, this is for like really big creators. So this is another sort of chance for me to plug. Please follow me on Instagram, right? Just my name, Korean Padiachi. I post a lot of Amun Inside Crypto podcast content over there as well. And I can show off my NFTs there. One thing I do want to mention about this is good for Polygon. This is good for Meta as well, because I looked this up the other day. And in terms of user revenue, TikTok is #1 in the world. And I believe Instagram is still like in the top 4 of apps downloaded and number of users. Here in Taiwan, Instagram is the place that most teenagers go to, and they have like conversations with each other and send messages. As popular as Facebook is, a lot of people and teens that I taught who are now adults have migrated to like messaging on Instagram and pictures and social media and that sort of stuff. But anyway, let's have a look at the Meta link, right? And this is a cool link. It looks really like Mark Zuckerberg, but this is not Mark Zuckerberg. This is a 3D sort of a CGI facsimile. And it says, Mark Zuckerberg enjoyed talking to Tom Bilyeu about NFTs, Web3, and the metaverse. This week, we're starting to test digital collectibles on Instagram, so creators and collectors can display their NFTs on their profile. Similar functionality is coming to Facebook soon, along with augmented reality NFTs on Instagram stories via Spark AR. So you can place digital art into physical spaces. That is very cool. So this is a video, right? And as usual, all the links to today's stuff will be in the show note. Please have a look, enjoy. This is a pretty funny video. I've watched it already. Again, we are not going to watch the stuff together. This is not this kind of show. I'm still thinking about the live show though. We'll see. And the last thing I want to highlight today about Polygon's MATIC is they do a weekly summary, right? We have, I believe it's Serum does this for our Solar Index token. So it says this is for April roundup, right? For unique users, 2.5 million, up 8%. Transactions, 98 million, up 11.1%. Transactions daily average, 3.2 million, up 3.7%. Average transaction fee, 0.01 MATIC. So that is 1/100th of a dollar, less than that. 90,000 apps. TVL, $4.3 billion. NFT growth on Polygon, right? That is a big thing because NFTs are still fairly hot. OpenSea highlights active users 140,000, up 8.5%. Volume 40 million. NFT sold 413,000. Stardust minted nearly 400,000 NFTs in Polygon in less than 17 hours. Paris Hilton invested 4 million in After Party's NFT launch program. Top NFT collections, Aavegotchi, right? There's another plug to our Aavegotchi episode where we interviewed Jesse Johnson, the CEO. Have a look. That guy is fantastic, super smart. Crypto unicorns, decentral games, Ice Poker, DeFi Genesis Masks, Mr. Crypto by Rax Mafia, Epuria and Primeval Planets. Top gaming dApps by unique users, Arc 8 app 100,000. I've never heard of this, but I thought Aavegotchi was the biggest, but they are the biggest on the Polygon ecosystem. Aavegotchi number 2. Pegaxi official 170,000. All right, OX Sunflowerland, this is the game that I am playing and I love a lot at the moment. And then Dustland 47,000. And it says top 5 DeFi apps by unique users. Quickswap, of course, number 1. KyberSwap, Aave, SushiSwap, Uniswap V3, MakerDAO. I can't believe Quickswap is bigger than Uniswap V3. Okay. April, Dex Volume. All right, this is all there. And this is pretty much it. That's a pretty interesting roundup. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And let's keep going. So after MATIC, we are going to talk about Gains. So Gains started trading stocks. And Gains is our PECO tokens leverage trading platform. There are now 23 stocks available on Gains.trade. The spot price of your favorite stocks with up to 150x leverage on Polygon. No premiums, no funding rates or borrowing fees, no price impact, and superior UX. So let's have a look. Oh, there are the examples, right? So Airbnb, Amazon, I saw Apple there as well when I was looking earlier today. Microsoft, that's pretty useful. All right, let's move on to the Medium article. So it says, our proprietary technology allows anyone from anywhere to trade stocks with up to 150x leverage and a superior UX. I have to remind everyone, if you're new to crypto, leverage is dangerous. Please do so at your own risk. All right, it says, for the first time ever, you can now trade the price of stocks with leverage on chain, and it's all encapsulated in a superb user experience. Our stocks are not tokenized assets. You are trading a synthetic that uses the medium aggregate price of a selected stock. There are no premiums. This is the best trading experience you'll find in decentralized finance for stocks. On May 3rd, we released 3 stocks in Polygon mainnet: Apple, Facebook, and Google. These 3 stocks were used as a beta test for the proprietary technology we developed. This beta test was a resounding success. Our new technology works as intended for trading the price of stocks. Now we launched the first batch of stocks, which consist of, there are the names of there, I've already talked about some of them. In addition, we've developed a tiering system to help allocate the appropriate amount of leverage and fees to each pair. This is important for maintaining the integrity of the platform. Here's how the tiers break. These stocks are the least volatile ones. We allow up to 150x. Example, Google, right? 0.1% project fund, 0.02% dev fund, 0.02% referral, 0.02% NFT bots, okay? There are all the different tiers, closing a trade. As you move from tier 1 down to tier 3, the allowed leverage decreases by 50x. Rules for stocks earning and dividend reports are news events which are known to affect sentiment and the perceived value of stocks. Because of the extreme volatility of these events, it would be possible to use these important reports to one's advantage, right? So basically, you can use dividends reports and earnings reports. Okay, conclusion. The technology developed for trading stocks on GTrade marks a milestone in development for the platform, able to easily list basically any stock that meets our API requirements. And it's all done by leveraging the existing liquidity of our GNS DAI pool while maintaining spot prices precisely. Ultimately, we want to empower traders all over the world looking for easy access to a great trading experience with all the tools and assets they need to succeed. If you are interested in trading stocks, and especially these all American stocks, you might live in a country where you don't have access to these stocks. Like for me in Taiwan, it is a little bit difficult to trade American stocks. Like I have opened up the option to trade American stocks, but I filled out 15 pieces of paper of documentation stuff. It was a gigantic pain, and I still haven't done it because there's a lot of reporting requirements and that sort of stuff. One of the other things I do want to mention about Gains Network as well is they are thinking about going multi-chain. So if you are familiar with our show and you're familiar with Gains, is that Gains is on Polygon at the moment. I spoke to their community manager, 𝕰𝕬𝕞𝕖, and he was saying they're thinking about going multi-chain at the moment. And as you can imagine, lots of their members have been like, hey, can we do this on Phantom? I was just looking at the Gains Twitter over here, and then it says, we really need this on Phantom FDN. And then 𝕰𝕬𝕞𝕖 says, working on multi-chain, right? So a multi-chain is the concept. It refers to a system or general state of crypto sector that allows for more than one blockchain to exist at the same time. At a basic level, It works with the concept of bridging, where a bridge connects two different chains at a time. When transferring assets from one chain to another, the asset is minted on the target chain and the wrapped version of the old chain is burned. The reverse occurs when the asset is released to the original chain, a process known as redeeming, right? So this is the ultimate sort of unicorn dream or pipe dream or just dream for a lot of cryptocurrencies, a lot of crypto entrepreneurs, is that Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche, Polygon, everyone works together. I can send my Ethereum from Polygon to Solana seamlessly. It can come back to my wallet seamlessly. Everything works fast and efficiently. I have confidence in such a system, which is really important. Unfortunately, right, bridging and hacks of bridges are still a huge problem in the crypto space. So this is something nice to have. I don't know if we'll ever get there. I shouldn't say that. I think we will get there in the future. I don't know if it's going to be soon. Something will have to happen, and hackers are always very efficient and very smart, and especially with the state of the world as it exists, like how Axie was hacked by the North Koreans, and they are very good at hacking. The Russians have put money into that. The Chinese have put money into that. So any sort of bad state actor, they can use crypto to earn money. And this is not crypto's fault. It's just the way the system is growing, and that's why it happens. The last bit of news that I want to talk about today is, if you don't know this, and I didn't know this when I was researching for today's show as well, Quickswap has a new beta site, right? It says this site is in beta. By using this software, you understand, acknowledge, and accept that Quickswap, blah, blah, blah. This is a disclaimer, right? Shows total value locked in Quickswap, $620 million. That's pretty. 221,000 transactions in the last 24 hours, $134 million traded, $93,000 in rewards, 33,000 pairs in Quickswap, Quick API, 233%. This is the sub function. These are some of the good sort of pools and wallets, LP pools, 84% for Ether USDC, 12.048% for ETH, wrapped Bitcoin, USDT, and IXT. I have no idea what IXT is. Buy crypto with fiat. I believe Quickswap does MoonPay, and they do Transact, which is something I showcased before. Supply liquidity on 0.25% on trades proportional to your share of the pool. Dragon's Lair is a single staking pool for Quick token. Stake your Quick to receive Quick and earn your share of the 0.04% of all trading fees. Analytics by Crypto with Fiat. Very cool. Join the community over here. So this is Quickswap. Let's talk about those Dragons pool, 10 pools available. Stake your Quick, right, and you get 32% COT, Dirk, Fuse, IXT. MShisha is the only thing I know. Telcoin I know as well. Tower, WSG. These are some decent interest rates, right? Something for you to take advantage of. The last thing I want to mention as well is Quickswap Quick is listing on Bitrue. This is the new Quickswap. So if you did not listen to the last episode, Quickswap had a governance vote. They're deciding to split their token. So it basically means that more people have access to the Quick token. And if you were an original Quick holder, you get more Quick tokens, which is good for you. It's good for Quickswap as well, because it's some of the protocols when people want to purchase the token, they can't because the price is so high. It's good for Quickswap. Bitrue, if you're a Bitrue user, you get to participate, and you've already participated because trading started on May 6th. So guys, this is it. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter, subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the podcast. Just subscribe. We do need all of that. So coming up this week, we should have we haven't done one in a while. What happened in crypto? Hopefully the market has some sort of stability. Who knows? Don't quote me on that. If not, we'll be doing an interview with somebody. I guess we have Amun has a brand ambassador. His name's Alex. So we might interview him this week. At least I have possibly 2 interviews coming in 2 weeks. One is very much crypto related. One is crypto related with decentralization, or the principle behind it. I'm still working out if we want to have this guest actually on the show. But yeah, lots of stuff coming. There's going to be some exciting Amun news. I can't talk about it just yet. But if you're waiting for something, a new product or some other stuff to be announced, I wouldn't hold your breath for too long, because something is coming down the pipeline. Thanks everyone for being here and supporting us. And if you ever have any questions, right, please reach out to me, 𝕰𝕰𝕰𝕰 on Twitter. Come to Telegram or Discord. I'm always there 7 days a week pretty much, unless I'm riding a bike. All right, guys, thanks very much, and I will chat to you later.